Okay. Uh, hey guys, so if you logged in today, you'll notice that you have the offer up to buy this little number. This is the Leningrad. It's a tier 7 Russian destroyer. It has a lot of really Russian-esque attributes to it that are really, really nice. Um, the other thing that it has is decent guns and torpedoes. A lot of the Russian, I know, especially like the Okhotnik, I reviewed that a while back when it first came out. Really short range on torpedoes. Not so much with this though. I got them out to 6.2 kilometers, which isn't bad. Um, Really, what you're comparing this to, especially at this tier, is the Sims. Personally, I think it's better than the Sims. I'm sure there's some people out there that wouldn't agree with me, but this does have when you go into um, oh, where is it? Take a look at the details here. Well, actually, a better way to do it. Let's start off with a bundle. So you'll notice when you go to this that there's a couple of bundles that aren't up for me now. Whoa, did they take them down, or is it just because I bought one, or what? Um, yeah, that's weird. They're not there. Well, this bundle was up last night. Yeah, I'll keep reviewing it anyways. I don't know if it's just because I bought it or what, but neither of the bundles are there anymore. So, whatever. Um, Again, it's a fun little destroyer. Tier 7. There were two bundles up for it. One was $35 with like 1,000 gold, the camo, a bunch of other crap, and then like a bunch of premium time, 10 or 30 days of premium. I can't remember. It was 35 bucks. Then there was a $25 bundle with a week's worth of premium time, a bunch of boosters, no camo, no gold. That's the one that I bought. It was like $25. Not too disappointed in it either. This thing is actually, it's pretty fun to play. Uh, I prefer it to the, oh, here we go, details. So with this, yeah, I prefer it to the Sims personally. And this is why. It has engine accelerator and it has smoke generator, um, which is great because this thing is quick as hell. You'll see my max speed I have up to, where's mobility? Maneuverability max speed 38.9 knots. And I actually think, no, I prefer the concealment mod there. And then I've also got so your traverse speed on everything kind of sucks. Your main guns are actually pretty nice in this too. And we'll get into traverse speed talking about guns. 8.7 kilometers with your main guns, which is really nice. You can fire from outside of range of most secondaries, which means they have to shoot you with their primaries, which means that you at 8 kilometers away have a really good chance of missing or being missed by a lot of those guys. And then your HE damage isn't bad, and look at that chance of setting fire. That's not that bad when you consider the rate of fire on this. You got 5 main guns. Um, and then you go down to torpedo tubes, right? So your torpedoes, 3,200 damage. You got 4 tubes and 2 launchers, and they are completely oscillating. So you see they're in the middle there. So you can fire left or right with both launchers. It doesn't really matter too much. Here they are, 1, 2. And then your guns, though, it is kind of like a chase armament. You've got 3 in the back, so it works great when other destroyers are trying to chase you down because, one, they're never going to catch you. You have speed boost and you have smoke screen, which is the one thing that I didn't like about The Sims is that it only has smoke screen and then it has some useless anti-aircraft alert bullcrap that's like, really? I don't even have any anti-aircraft guns to use that with. Why'd you give me that? I think a sonar or something would have been more useful and made more sense, but whatever. Um, So yeah, really, it's a nice little ship. We're getting a lot at tier 7. I'm just gonna go on a caveat there. Not only that, we're getting a lot of destroyers. Let's take a look and see what I've got. Just premium wise alone, you got the Kamikaze, the Campbelltown, the Gallant, the Leningrad, and then we go to the tech tree. You've also got the Sims up at tier 7 with it. You go down to here down to tier 6, and you've got the Anshan. So there's a wide variety of premium destroyers and battleships, it feels like. And then you got your assorted cruisers. They haven't really introduced too many new cruisers from what I've noticed. Just a lot of the same old crap. But, you know, this was a nice one, the Wang He. There's been a few, but definitely gotten a lot more destroyers. And I think it's because they really, you know, they're just in it to make money. And destroyers are what a lot of people like to play. So let's go see if I can't get myself into trouble here, shall we? And the rather unfortunate thing is that there's been so many destroyers at every tier. Really, the most fun time to play a destroyer is when nobody else is in a destroyer. It brings down the hit point pool in a match. Brings down potential damage in a match. Which brings down your potential experience and your potential credit gain in a match. That really, I wish more people wouldn't play destroyers. I've been playing a lot of not destroyers lately. I've been up at tier 8 running the Prince Eugen. I'm trying to credit grind. It's pretty hard trying to credit grind in this game, but the Prince Eugen is pretty fantastic at it. So they got 3 destroyers. We got 3 destroyers. They have 2 extra battles, so they have more hit points than we do, which is good. That's what I wanted. So here's your firing arc. This is your speed of rotation. Again, it's not the greatest in terms of traverse speeds on a lot of your both your turrets and your especially that's where the Sims really stands out as a destroyer, is those guns just track like no other. That being said, once you get it on a target, generally it's enough to stay there because your traverse speed isn't the greatest either. So if that's something that you value, you may want to consider that. But me personally, I'm just used to manufacturing with what I have, especially when you have your engine accelerator and your smoke. And that's just my personal preference. That's how I like to think about it. But obviously they have some destroyers in here. There's the Farragut. He must have shot. Let's take a look. Are there any bots in this? Good. Bots are so predictable, but man, they have the ability to dodge torpedoes like they're freaking cancer, and they just found the cure for it. And see, that's why I didn't rush right in there. I didn't want to be that destroyer that got spotted up early on. And
torpedoes! Enemy torpedoes spotted!
I'm gonna dodge those torpedoes. How'd my torpedoes do? Ooh, he got so lucky. Here's where my guns come into play. So you see, the one thing that I like, that I've always kind of liked about Russian guns, is that they have a really high propensity for setting fires, and you can see that guy already burned his repair kit. So if I can just get him to light on fire one more time, I'll have a good shot at doing some great damage to him.
We hit the enemy!
And again, the other thing too is that I can reach out to ranges with my torpedo or with my guns that most destroyers can't. All right, I'm gonna stop shooting at him. He's on a narrow angle. I'm just wasting my firepower at that point.
Engine boost activated.
But even still, where he's at right now, I can still shoot him from there. Oh man, he's gonna kill that guy. Oh, nice, nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can't get some kills on one of these guys right here. It's a really fun gameplay style. That's the one thing that I like about destroyers. It's more fun than it was for me in the main game.
Target hit.
Not bad, not bad. I'm trying to light this guy on fire, but apparently it's called a deck fire, right? Maybe we need to shoot his deck.
Good job.
Again, this is where that chase armament kind of really shows that it's. Can I avoid one? Yep. So my team seems to be. Those couple there seem to be playing it smart.
Target hit.
Is that guy really gonna eat my torpedo? Oh, the one that's gonna hit. Okay, makes sense. I mean, it doesn't, but it does. Alright, let's see if I can launch some torpedoes out of this thing.
Engine boost activated.
Yeah, I doubt I'm gonna get him. He's gonna battle flying, so I'm just gonna shoot him. But yeah, you know, it's really that vanilla style destroyer gameplay, which is kind of fun, especially if you like that. This is a good tank.
We hit the enemy.
Boat, whatever. But I'm of the opinion that that's kind of a vanilla style of gameplay. You're really not doing a whole lot of craziness. And, yeah. So it's not bad for a destroyer. The one, like I said before, I think your weaknesses are going to be your turret traverse and your torpedo tube traverse. But you can overcome those by being a good player and just knowing what you need to do. I personally like it more than The Sims, but that's just me. I know not everybody's going to, especially those who put up big numbers in The Sims and swear by it, whatever. I've put up some big games in The Sims. I haven't played too many games of this yet, but I can see how it's capable of putting up big numbers. So yeah, there it is. If you don't have the money to spend on it, you know, don't worry about it. Don't miss out. You're not missing out on much, especially if you already have something like The Sims. Or the Gallant. The Gallant's an amazing one. I personally love the Gallant. I think it's probably one of the best destroyers in game. Campbelltown was the best for me before they nerfed the the hell out of the low tier destroyers, and then now it's just kind of meh. I still have it just because of old time's sakes. Matter of fact, let's go take a look at. And I know there's probably going to be some people out there that have better stats than this, but Campbelltown, 81% win rate, 40,000 average damage. I've gotten quite a few Krakens in this thing. 202 kills and 112 battles played. I mean, it was good fun. 54% MVP rate. It was a blast. It's still kind of fun because even though they buffed it, they gave it the torpedo style that the Gallant has. But yeah, if I was gonna say which destroyer is my favorite, I think it's the most OP. I would have to go with this right here, the Kamikaze, just because those torpedo tubes are, man, they really sing. You know, you got that 37-second reload time, but they reach out to 7.8K. It's got three launchers, 6 tubes total. It's just such a good, and its spotting range is, surface detection 5.5 kilometers. You reach literally over twice, or literally over 2.5, almost 2.5 kilometers further with your torpedoes. So it allows you to really, gives you a lot of leeway on where you can use those. And I've ran this in a platoon with 2 of these, and we just won everything. And we just dominated the whole match because we never get spotted, and we're always launching torpedoes. We're always spotting the other destroyers and fucking them up, and they don't realize that, you know, we're right there. 5.5 kilometers away from them, shooting torpedoes at them until the torpedoes are on them, and it doesn't give them much time to avoid our torpedoes. It's just really good fun. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That was the Leningrad. It's kind of fun. A little change from the norm with destroyers per se. But it has a lot of the good attributes that make destroyers good. It has decent torpedo range. It's got really good guns, and it's super, super fast, which is one thing that I don't think I hit up on enough. 38.9 knots is nothing to shake a stick at. If you prefer, instead of extra concealment going with max speed, you can probably get that up above 40. I just stick with the fact that I have engine accelerator, and it's going to get above 40 anyways. So, but yeah, there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Be looking for this in the store.